Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays. Welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and we'll start today with what's going on in the Adult Services Department.
Okay, sounds good.
Not a whole lot going on. It's December, so we know everyone's busy, but we do have Conversation Salon on Friday, December 5th at 10 a.m. So what happens is Carla, our older adult librarian, she usually starts with a topic of conversation, and then people start talking, and it goes in many different directions.
It just flows from there, doesn't it?
It's a very interesting group. There are men and women, which makes it very nice. So again, Friday, December 5th at 10 a.m. Then on Saturday, December 6th, from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., we have Reverend Dr. Debbie Packler in for a fundraiser for us. It's Raising Funds While Raising Spirits. For $35, Debbie will do a 20-minute reading for you, and the library gets 20% of the proceeds. So there are still some appointments left, but they do fill quickly. So please call. You have to call and make an appointment ahead of time. On Friday, December 12th at 11 a.m., Carla, Michelle, and I are hosting the Holiday Tea Party, which is an annual event for us. So I know we have quite a few signed up. If you're interested, we still have a few slots left. We will have some sort of musical entertainment. I'm not quite sure exactly what we have scheduled yet. I have to talk to Carla. But we will have tea, and we will have like finger sandwiches, light hors d'oeuvres. It's always a fun time. We do that with our Haunted Hat tea in October every year, and that is a blast too. So
nice tradition to keep carrying on.
Yes, it is. On Saturday, December 13th at 11 a.m., we have a program called Pittsburgh's Forgotten Civil War Regiment. Author Ernest Spisak will discuss his book of the same title, where it lets the men of the 62nd speak for themselves. So there's letters home, describing the hardships of the long marches and the camp life, homesicknesses, death, defeat on the battlefield, and the great victories that defined their experience. So I actually want to come to this. I love Civil War stuff, so I think I'm going to come to this. On Thursday, December 18th at 7 p.m., something we could all use, Coping and Caring During the Holidays. If you're feeling stressed because you're a caregiver, either of children or of aging parents, experience a lot of stress during the holiday season. So we have a social worker, two of them actually, coming to discuss how to, the importance of self-care, how to take care of yourself even though you're taking care of other people, get some tips to help you come through the holiday season feeling more joy and less stress. So that's on Thursday, December 18th at 7. And a few fundraisers I want to talk about. We have the Amazon Smile program going on. So if you are going to buy on Amazon, which I buy a ton of stuff, if you start at smile.amazon.com, and it looks the same, looks exactly the same, the website works the same, but you just put smile in front of amazon.com, and you choose your organization. So you want to choose Public Library Association of Bethel Park. That is our official legal name. If you do that, then all eligible purchases, and mostly everything, I've only found a few things that haven't been eligible, we get a half of 1% of your total sales. It comes back to us quarterly. So please remember the library while you're doing your holiday shopping. We also have literary themed t-shirts available for $15. So we've been selling these since this time last year. So we still have a few left. And also, we are now selling tickets for our winter lottery raffle. They're $5 a piece. You get a three-digit number, a unique three-digit number, and it's good for the whole month of January. For the Pennsylvania daily three-digit drawn at 7 p.m., prizes range from $25 up to $500 for January 1st. You get a $500 prize if your three-digit is drawn. I also want to remind people we're starting to get some winter weather. Sometimes the library does have to close. If we are going to close, you will find it on our website, on our Facebook and Twitter, but also we post to WTAE, KDKA, and WPXI. So please, if you're wondering, I know a lot of people call the library. If we don't answer, we're not here. But otherwise, check out the TV and see. And I have a few announcements, but I'll wait till later on in the show. So I'll turn it over to you.
Okay, sounds good. And I guess I can start with a fundraiser of our own that we're doing. The Children's Department is very excited to offer the Scholastic Book Fair coming up here the week of December 8th. And new this year, we're actually going to have some holiday gift packages ideas just to make your holiday shopping even easier on you. We'll tell you, what items would pair well, what books would pair well with different items, or even those items that you could put together like in a bundle basket. And we're also going to offer free gift wrapping for certain hours, so make sure you check that out.
Wait, who's gift wrapping?
We will be gift wrapping upstairs in the children's.
Gift wrapping.
Oh, good, then you
wrap.
can help.
Yeah.
I'll give you the hours.
Okay.
We're going to do some evening hours, some daylight hours, but again, just to make it easier on you. So we can hope that you can get a lot of your holiday shopping done at the Scholastic Book Fair. This is our flyer. We do have these available upstairs if you want to check them out. A nice variety, and I also requested a lot of adult bestsellers and cookbooks so that you could shop for your adult friends as well. So that's that. And then I just want to talk briefly about some upcoming events that we have for different age groups. We are very excited to be partnering with WQED. This partnership just came about, and I'm very, very excited to have met Gina Masciola along with Kathy Cook from WQED. We're going to be partnering on some really cool things. One of the things that our partnership allows is for us to offer sneak peeks on these upcoming holiday shows. Not necessarily holiday, but the first one is going to be a holiday premiere. So WQED has this show called Peg Plus Cat. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's really cool for preschoolers, and it promotes literacy and math literacy. So their new episode airs, I believe, the week of December 17th, but everybody can see it here first because we're going to air it on Sunday, December 14th. And then we'll also have some Peg Plus Cat activities that you could stay for. So this is for preschoolers only and their families. Peg Plus Cat premiere holiday event, again on Sunday, December 14th at 3 o'clock p.m. And then in the future, we're going to offer Dinosaur Train and Wildcats. I don't know if you heard of that show. I know you've heard of Thomas.
Yes.
We have a Thomas fan upstairs that we know and love, right?
Yes.
Little
Sawyer.
Little Sawyer will be excited for this one. So Thomas and Friends in May. So we'll be doing this throughout the year, but we're really, really excited. And that first one, like I said, is Peg Plus Cat. We have for teens, we have a Holiday Minute to Win It coming up.
That is so much fun.
This is a lot of fun. So if you could, this is a Monday night. I don't know if you want to come back for this. It is a great way to get into the holiday spirit. We're going to be offering different challenges to kids and groups of teens. Things such as Stack the Christmas Tree, which is really just stacking those solo cups. We've done that challenge before.
Yes.
Who can get it done and down in 60 seconds? Other challenges may include the Deer Nosedive, Face the Cookie, and Christmas Cliffhanger, so you don't want to miss those. Oh, and there's one where you toss little mini marshmallows through a wreath. How many could you get through the wreath and then the bucket, again, in that 60-second time period? So this will be a lot of fun for tweens and teens. If you're in 5th grade or up, you can join us for this event. Again, Monday, December 22nd at 7 p.m. Excuse me. Then I wanted to talk about our winter reading club that we're going to offer. And this is really for all ages, mostly the little ones up to 4th grade. But it's called Chill Out and Read. It's going to run the whole month of January. And for every book that you read, you'll earn a raffle ticket. And then you can put those raffle tickets into weekly basket raffles that we will draw at the end of the month. Excuse me. So we will have a couple book baskets. We'll have an art basket put together, a winter fun basket, and even a healthy snacks basket that you can win. So again, the more books that you read, the more chances you'll have to win those baskets. And anything counts. We don't put a limit on it. Whatever you're reading, you can read together as a family. You can, read a chapter book. If you're reading on your own, great. If you're reading picture books to your younger brothers and sisters, even those will count. So keep track of everything. Wonderful. When you pick up our new flyer, we actually have a handy dandy reading log ready to go on the back for you. So you can list all your books and their authors right here. Should you run out of room, don't fret. Just start adding a page of your own. You can bring that in and show that to us. But we'll just, simple as that, initial it and give you your ticket.
Wonderful.
So that's Chill Out and Read. Then a couple other things on the horizon for January, and this too is for teens. Excuse me. Can you tell I'm getting over
Poor
sick?
Elaine has been sick for a week now. So.
My first full day back, and I'm so happy to be back, but I'm not 100% yet, apparently. But we're doing an eye balm contest, and I think you know what this is.
Yes.
It's where you pick up some googly eyes, and you can do that in the children's department, and then you stick those googly eyes to inanimate objects that look like a face, or that could look like a face, and especially look like a face after you add that googly eye, right? So now this is just a little pepper, but the way I positioned it, this looks like his nose, right? Looking on camera, it kind of looks like a red dolphin.
It does, with a big eye.
Okay, and then Christine came up with this great idea. We stole one of Dave's headphones.
We borrowed.
Yeah,
we borrowed.
Look, there's the mouth. He's yelling, ah!
That's awesome.
So it kind of reminds me of Cookie Monster if he was blue.
Yes.
So you can place these googly eyes anywhere. And you're going to take a picture of it after you do so, and then upload it and send it to us. We're going to be offering a prize for the best ones.
That would be so much fun.
So you can stick them, places outside, in your house, in school. But I said, make sure you get permission first. I don't want you to get in trouble from your teacher.
Yes.
But stick them anywhere. You can find places here in the library to put them. But you want to make sure you take that picture and then send it to bpteens@gmail.com for a chance to win that $25 gift card.
And if you're struggling for ideas, just Google it and go to images.
Yeah, people have done this before. There's a lot of funny ones out there.
Yes, it is a lot of fun to take a look at those.
So that's our iBomb contest. Since we're running the Chill Out, the winter reading program for the younger kids, we thought it'd be fun to run the iBomb contest for you older ones. So check that out.
Always the adult winter reading program. The adult starts a little later and it runs through February.
Right.
But it's also the same thing. You can read anything, and for each item that you read, you get a raffle entry for the grand prize, which will be drawn, I think, the first weekend in March. We are not sure what it's going to be yet. We were tossing around Pittsburgh Penguin theme, so we just have to see.
That would be fun.
What we settle on.
Yeah.
But that's coming up too. But ours adults don't start until February.
Starts a little later and goes a little later. Ours will run just the month of January, and we'll pull the winners on January 31st. Oh, and then we'll culminate. We'll have a big celebration on January 31st. It's a Saturday to celebrate everybody's reading efforts. So anybody who signs up, whether you read 1 book or 10 books, you're invited to that party on January 31st.
Well, that'll be fun.
So yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming up. And then of course I have to mention CCA one more time for Children's Choice Awards, because those books were announced, and I know I announced them on the November show. But for anybody who missed last month's, I just want to quickly name the books again and encourage anyone in 4th, 5th, or 6th grade to sign up to read some of these books and then vote for their favorite one. Children's Choice Awards is just that. It's where you guys, the kids, get to pick the best book published in a given year. So for CCA 2015, we are looking at books that were published in 2014. And the titles are 365 Days of Wonder, The Night Gardener, Frank Einstein, Secret Hum of a Daisy, The 14th Goldfish, Nightmares, Loot, The Zoo at the Edge of the World, Ophelia and the Marvelous Boy, and 5 Kingdoms. So I've read 2 of those already. They're both really good. I'm anxious to read the rest. But the holidays are a great time to get started on your reading. So you can come on into the library, check out that first book that you want to read. Make sure you sign up while you're here so that we have all your information. And then you just read as much as you can. Voting's not going to take place until April, so you can pace yourself. I don't want this to feel like it's work, because it's not. This is supposed to be something that's fun. Right. So in your downtime, when you do have spare time, pick up one of these books, read it, cast your vote in April, and then be invited to our big celebration in May. So more details to come, but I just wanted to introduce that. These brochures are also available upstairs. Kind of gives you the lowdown, what you need to do to get started, what you need to do along the way, and then that save the date for our party in May. So I guess that's all that I have for now.
Well, stay tuned, because we have a very special guest coming up, and they're going to talk about a program that's near and dear to my heart. So stay tuned. And welcome back. And today we have with us the Children's Library Assistant Sarah Runco and her shelter dog Jack. Jack, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Jack is here because the library participates in a program called Mud Agrees, and the Mud Agrees curriculum is a collaboration between Pet Savers Foundation, Yale University School of the 21st Century, and the Cesar Millan Foundation, and Cesar Millan is the dog whisperer. So Sarah I wanted to do this, and like 2 years ago I talked to Elaine about this curriculum and said, oh, I want to do this. It's about shelter animals, specifically about shelter dogs. So Sarah came on staff this past year, and so she took up the mantle of the Mud Agrees program, and it's currently going on. So we wanted to have Sarah in just to talk about what we do here at the library with the Mud and Grease program. Oh, Jack, you're awesome. So can you tell us a little about the program here at the library?
Yes, the Mud Agree program was a great success. We had a lot of children attend. They were very excited to come and meet Mutt, our mascot for the program. Jack likes him too. And each week they got to take Mutt home, as well as a book. Whoops. Hold on, Jack. That explained a little bit about the activities they could do with Jack. Or,
Mutt.
sorry, Mutt.
With Mutt.
With Mutt. There, that works good. That they could do with Mutt, and they could read to Mutt, which we had reading therapy dog come in as well to help the children feel more comfortable reading. And his name was Jake. He was much better behaved than Jack here. Jake actually helps. He wants that one treat. There you go. Thank you. Jake actually works at Children's Hospital with his trainer, Danielle. There you go, buddy. Feel more comfortable on the ground.
There you go.
And Danielle was wonderful with Jake. And they did a lot of things with the students and let the students give Jake treats, and he was better at tricks.
Oh, okay.
So it made the students feel a lot more comfortable reading to him. And the Mud Agrees program in general talked about how to show empathy to animals as well as to each other, which was an important part for the students to learn, not just how you treat animals, but how you treat each other. And they learned that when you adopt a shelter dog, you save 2 lives. One of the animal you're adopting and one for the future animal that would take that spot. Oh. So we very much encouraged the students to look into shelters when they wanted to adopt. And we had a lot of different books about shelter animals that they could borrow, as well as special need dogs, which the students really liked to read about.
Yes. And so I understand that the students got to take Mutt with them and took Mutt on adventures.
They got to take him on all sorts of adventures, and they journaled it into a book, which we have. And if you wanted to borrow Mutt, you could, and also journal your own adventures that you have with him.
Okay, that's wonderful. So this curriculum started in 2008. Like I said, we just got involved with it this year. But it was a web-based initiative to serve to unite mixed breed dog owners. So there's like 25 million mixed breed dogs out in the world, and to raise awareness of the plight of shelter animals. So Sarah, I thank you for taking on this program. It was a pet project of mine, and I thank you for taking that on, and I thank you for saving Jack and bringing Jack in to visit us.
Yes, and Jack himself is a mutt. He is an English lab mixed with something else, and his owners weren't that kind to him.
Aww.
So it took him a little while to get used to us and that he could trust us, and you'll find that a lot with shelter dogs, and that's the other things the students learned, and they actually made toys for those dogs to calm down in hopes that they would be calm and soothe them to be adopted by future animal
so
lovers.
Wonderful.
Like yourself.
I know. We're going to continue to do Mud Agrees
I would
another
hope
time.
so. We do that in the future again, yes.
That is so wonderful. Well, thank you for coming on.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Thank you, Jack,
Thank
for
you.
being here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
These are dogs. They come in all shapes and sizes, all colors and markings. And while they share the same basic instincts, there's no denying their individuality. Some choose to lead, others follow. They are young dogs, they are old dogs, and we've got something to learn from each and every one of them. These are shelter dogs, and they are the very heart of the Mud Agrees curriculum, an innovative program that bridges social and emotional learning with humane education to teach vital classroom lessons on compassion, tolerance, diversity, and empathy. In schools, we learn math and science, we learn to read and write, but we don't formally learn to care until now. The Mud Agrees curriculum leads change by using children's innate love for animals to teach a very simple lesson. Give love, and you shall receive love. Your child can be part of the Mud Agrees curriculum. Go to education.mudagrees.org.
And since we mentioned those Children's Choice Awards, I thought we would end today's show with a couple of the book trailers to give you a little sneak peek of what hopefully you'll pick up and read very soon.
Oh, but before we do, to celebrate the snow outside in a winter of polar vortexes, I thought maybe we could sing a little song.
Okay, let's do it. Why not?
Okay.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful,
but the
fire is so delightful, And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And we'll stop there. Okay. But we do hope you enjoy that winter weather and have the best, merriest of holidays. As always, if you need any more information on any of the things that we talked about on today's show, please feel free to give us a call.
Or visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. Bye, everyone. Bye. Happy holidays.